Last time on Round Sailing, Johan and I explored Kodiak and its surroundings. We took round to Afognak Island and anchored among sea lions, bald eagles and Kodiak bears. That's not good for the animals. We take that with us.
Yeah.
Throw it when we come to Seward. Look at this one. Here. In the shallow part of the bay, there was an old salmon hatchery, built entirely on floating pontoons. It's pretty big, this one. It's an old hatchery. And this is where the bear walked yesterday, along the shoreline here. But then it was low tide, so it was more of a beach. So one of the differences now when we are in a cold climate is that it's a little bit colder to make the dishes or just be handling the water, because the water is now cold. It's about 10 degrees, the same as it is in the ocean. So I mean it's okay now, but I know when we did the passage it was really cold. Yeah, that's one of the big differences now between sailing in and living aboard in the tropics or in warm climate towards being here in a cold climate. But we do have warm water on board. We have a warm water heater which is underneath here, underneath the sink here in our main head. So every time we run the engine, or if we run the generator and we switch on the warm water heater, we get warm water. So the heater warms up 20 liters of water, which we can use to take a shower or just do the dishes. So that's super nice. So the heater that we installed in Hawaii works really great, and it has 3 outlets in the boat in different places where it blows out the warm air. Here in the back of the boat, it's next to our bed. The other one is here in the saloon. And then we have a third one in the fore cabin, but it's a mess there, so I won't show it to you.
So we're leaving Kitoi Bay and we're going to sail to Seward, or towards Seward. Maybe we take a stop on the way, we haven't decided really yet. And if we go all the way to Seward, we'll be there tomorrow evening, around 5 or 6 maybe. We have around 170 miles to go. It's going to be light winds and probably some motoring. So Kitoi Bay has been so fantastic. It's really been, it had all the ingredients we were looking for when we came here for this anchorage. We saw Kodiak bears, not bears, one bear, and eagles and sea lions, sea otters. What else? A deer, and yeah, these beautiful surroundings. It's just beautiful here. So yeah, I hope the rest of Alaska will be the same. This has been spectacular.
The forecast looks really promising today, sun-wise. It looks like it's gonna be a sunny day, blue sky, which is really nice. We've been lucky these last 2 days as well. Light winds, but that's typical for the season up here.
The day started with no wind, but after a couple of hours there was enough wind to start sailing.
Oh my, our bodies interlace, slow and easy. And I can reach you from a distance. I can, so beautiful. I can hear you within the silence.
It's 6:15 in the evening, and the wind has changed direction a bit and started to be a bit weaker again. We're on a broad reach right now, so I have pulled out the head sail with the whisper pole, and yeah, right now we're doing like 3.5 to 4 knots. But that's alright, the weather is really nice, it's sunny. You can see the mountains over there on the Alaskan mainland. It's been a beautiful day. Watching for logs. There's been quite many today. Quite big ones too. So you don't want to run into them. Over here in the distance you can see the Barren Islands. First we thought that we should make a stop there, but the wind is going to pick up day after tomorrow, so that's why we decided to go directly to Seward. I think this day might be the warmest day we had so far in Alaska. It's like, really warm. I think maybe 18 degrees maybe Celsius in the shade. So it turns out that our drone is not working anymore. At least not the way it should do. Since the crash the other day. Yesterday we tried to fly with it at the Fognak, but there's no link between the camera and the phone anymore. Something is wrong with it. So I really hope we can find another drone, like a second-hand one in Seward, so we can have a drone here in Alaska. Such a pity that it should break now when we just have arrived to Alaska. So I really hope we can sort that out.
It's 10:45 p.m. Almost 11 o'clock in the evening. And it's just beautiful, beautiful sunset. The sun is about to go down below the Kenai, the national park, the fjords, mountains. And this light is incredible. I mean, we're used to this being from Sweden in the summer, but it's so nice to have it again. We really missed it.
The sailing was perfect, and with the sun just dipping below the horizon, there wasn't many hours of darkness. One of the best night sails we've had. When sailing in these waters, you need to watch out for logs. Logged and storm-fallen trees sometimes ends up in the water, where they can float around for a very long time. There is also a lot of kelp to avoid, big seaweed bundles that floats around in many areas.
Over there are seal rocks. A couple of rocks just sticking up above the water. Quite cool. One of them had a big hole in them, like a tunnel. In a few miles we're gonna change course and head north into the fjord where Seward is. So the city is in the far end of the fjord. So it will be interesting to see how the landscape is when we come into that fjord. We're sailing along the Kenai National Park, which is full of deep fjords, high mountains and glaciers. The bay leading into Seward is called Resurrection Bay and was named by Alexander Baranov. He was forced to retreat into the bay during a bad storm in the Gulf of Alaska. When the storm settled, it was Easter Sunday, so he named the bay after the resurrection in the Bible.
We're approaching Seward. It's about 5 miles to go. And I just called the marine office and there's a slip available for us in there. I wonder how big this town is, if it's bigger than Kodiak, I don't know. But it's really cool surroundings here with the mountains and the glaciers and the snow. It's really nice area. Seems to be a lot of tourism here. There's a lot of there's a big cruise ship in the town, and there's a lot of these smaller passenger boats coming and going. I guess they go out and look at the glacier further out here in the fjord. So I guess we'll be in the marina within an hour.
Over there is the harbor. It's a big one. And a lot of sailboats from what we can see. So this is the first place that we visit on mainland North America in Alaska. So it's beautiful. We've been motoring in this fjord now for hours. Pretty far in. But, hi. Got a good spot. We're on the transient dock. This was like the only place we could fit in, and it's pretty tight. And when we came in yesterday, we had wind on the beam, so the wind was pretty high. It was pretty windy. It was like 18 knots. It was just pushing us on the side towards the dock. But we got help from our friends on Nomad. We met them the first time in Bonaire last year. And then we've been doing the same route, and they also sailed to Hawaii, so we met there again, and then they were going up to Alaska, and they were a bit ahead of us, and now we met here yesterday. Really nice, sailing on a Swedish Halbarasi, beautiful boat. So we spent the morning working, went to the harbor office, and now we're gonna go for a walk in the town. Yesterday the weather was so nice, but today it's a little bit cloudy and also windy. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the sea otters now because they're over there.
There's a really nice boat here on the dock, a Garcia 45 I think they're called. Explorer is the boat that Jimmy Cornell built for himself when he went through the Northwest Passage a couple of years ago. It's a really cool boat. What do you think about the boat?
Dream boat. So nice. Oh.
Is it your new favorite animal?
Yeah, I love them. They're like the cutest. I can't handle. Look. Looks like a human.
The sea otters almost got extinct in the 18th century, when they were hunted hard for their fur. Thankfully, the killing stopped in time, and otters have now been able to grow back its population.
Oh, it's got some.
sea otters are very playful, and they're quite human-like.
Harbor seal, yeah.
Seward is bigger than Kodiak town and has about 2,800 inhabitants, but the population increases a lot during the summer. It's a popular stop for RVs and campers.
We found this really great hardware store here in Kodiak and here in Seward. It's called True Value, and yeah, they really have everything here. So taking the opportunity to get the stuff we need before we go to Prince William Sound here.
Ted is one of our followers and patron, and when he heard that we were coming to Seward, he drove from interior Alaska to meet us. He also helped us to pick up a new drone on his way. We had a great day where Ted showed us more of Seward, the close-by Exit Glacier. And I got to try oysters for the first time. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for next week's episode as we continue to explore Alaska.